This is going to be a video recapping my trade on trading FOMC news. We're going to go start it off right away. So first we're going to go to the daily, show you guys exactly what I did the day of. So this was the 12th, so this is how our chart would have looked. So context wise, I see that previously we rejected off a daily FVG. We reject off this right here. You see the 10th and the 7th. I think that was Friday and Monday. We're rejecting it, respecting it. On Monday, we had a higher low than we did on Friday. So that's also telling me I'm gonna keep my bullish bias until we have something that tells me we're gonna be in a downtrend, which we have not gotten yet. From here, we're gonna move on to the 4-hour time frame. Go ahead and see what we've seen. I'm gonna try to make this quick, I don't really want to drag on the video or anything. So we have a 4-hour FVG here. Never got tapped into, but it's always good to just mark them out just in case. Yeah, so this was pre-market, it was made. Go down to the 15-minute chart. And FOMC news was at 2 o'clock and 2:30 New York time. Everything I have on my charts is going to be New York time. I don't have it on my local time, just because it's easier to follow up with news and everything. It's just might as well keep it at the time the market opens on their local time frame, So let's go ahead and mark out when FOMC is going to be at. Actually, this is going to be the 1-minute chart on the right side right here. As you know, we use 15-minute and 1-minute chart. 1 minute for entries, 15-minute and anything above is going to be for context and marking out levels. So then just go ahead and mark out 14 from 2 o'clock to like 2:30 is when the second FOMC, I think the conference drops or something. So I think we had CPI news in the morning. It was some type of news. So we had this rally up, and we also had this 15-minute rally. I'm gonna mark this out. This level is better than the 4-hour, so I'm gonna just mark this out. Actually, I'm gonna just delete this, to be honest. So I had marked this out. I did not take this trade. I was actually watching it, and I was just kind of expecting a deeper pullback into the FVG, which is why one reason I didn't take it, but it's fine. You win some, you miss some. It is what it is. And I never really trade right at the open, so that's another reason I wasn't really tripping too bad about this part right here. Let's go ahead and mark this up. Go ahead and go back here. So as you see on the 1-minute chart, right at open we dip into the 15-minute FVG and we'll continue going up, which adds on to my bullish bias. We're respecting FVGs. And as you see, we have another 15-minute FVG created here. So as we started chopping around, as it usually is on FOMC day. If you trade anytime before news drops, just expect to be chopped out. It's really bad price action. So my analysis was, as we're coming up, let's go ahead and look at the 15. A lot of people seen this as strong support. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mark out a level. A lot of people seen this area right here as like super strong support. So they were like, if it breaks, a lot of people were wanting to short it. Everybody thought if it breaks and we short, they're gonna go see very low levels, and that's the problem. Everyone's always trying to catch the top, especially being at all-time highs. Why try to catch the top? Just follow the trend and keep going up until you see a big market structure break on a higher time frame level, like at the daily. So like I said, people seen this as support. I mean, it is supporting. It is support. But they seen it as a make or break type of level. How I seen it was, all right, we have this level supporting, and right below it we have a 15-minute FVG. And what I noticed usually happens on FOMC day is we dip into a higher time frame PD array, manipulate into that level, and then we start reversing the opposite direction. So what I told myself was, all right, as we're coming up to this, what's the majority of people watching? Well, they see the support and they're gonna try to short it if it breaks, right? But a lot of people were oblivious, and there's an FVG fair value gap right here. So my analysis was we're gonna break this level, dip into the fair value gap, and from there move up. And being at all-time highs, we don't really have many levels, but what I do is this. You'll learn this on ICT's videos. When there's no other levels, you use the fib, and you do the 1.5, the 2, then the 250. And as you see those levels get rejected, like the open hit the 150% level, we chop around a little bit, move up to where the 200% level, right? So just using that as context with my levels. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on the 1 minute time frame. So yeah, that's basically my plan was for FOMC. See this break, go into the FVG, from there we move higher up. Alright. Now let's see how exactly this played out in real time, or in the moment when it happened. So this was 2 o'clock. This is when we had the manipulation drop into the 15-minute FVG, and in doing that, we basically swept all these lows right here. So I'm gonna mark out the sweep with a yellow line for y'all. Oh, wrong one. Let's go ahead and mark out this sweep for you guys, just to add some stuff onto the chart. And for now, I'm gonna just delete this this level right here. So we swept here, went down into the fair value gap, move up. What do? We displace this level, break some structure. Go ahead and mark that out. Alright, so we swept, go into a fair value gap, sweep market, break market structure, come back down. What do? We sweep more sell side right here. Let's go mark this down. Now I really don't trade FOMC all the time. I was watching the last one, seeing how it moves, and I kind of got an idea. So this one I only went in on one account. I didn't use all my accounts. So right here we swept more, we move up, and what do? Break market structure again. Although it wasn't a heavy displacement, we still broke market structure. We still traded above that level, so it's still a displacement in my book. So the high of this candle was 19503.25. This candle was 19503.75. So it was about a 0.5 displacement. Some people always want to see a super heavy move over, but this is alright in my book. And what do we see in between the sweep and the displacement? If y'all don't see it, I don't blame you. It is very small, but we're gonna go ahead and mark this out for you guys. Right there, a little fair value gap, which is gonna be used as our entry. So here is gonna be our entry. I'm gonna mark out our entry as, we'll use purple. So this is where we entered at. My stop was below this candle right here. The low of this candle was 19464.5. I always put my stop a point below it, because sometimes we will literally tap that same level and move back up. So for safe measures, 19463 was our stop. Let's go ahead, 19. We'll just leave it right there, 19463.5. So from here, my targets are going to be, first target was high of day, which we're going to mark out with blue turquoise color. First target. And remember what I said about the fib levels, there's no other levels up top, so I'm going to use the 250% as my second target, which is at 19584.75. Alright, those are our two targets. We got our entry, our stop, and our two targets. That's all we need. We following our plan, and now we just watch the trade play out, right? Going back into the 1 minute chart. We move around, we play around, we chop up a little bit. 2:30 is when the conference happens. We're still chopping around a little bit. I'm still in the trade. I'm trusting the process. I'm not really stressing too much. We come down close to our stop loss. Low of this was 19,465, so we were about 2 points away. I'm not gonna lie, when I seen this, I was a little stressed, but I was like, it's only a 20-point loss. I mean, that's whatever. I'm following my plan. It met my requirements to enter the trade, so I'm not gonna stress if it does fail. So from here, after we basically shake some people out, because a lot of people would have moved their stops either right here or right here, got shaken out, but not me. I don't move my stops until we hit a first target. So from here we move up, boom, where do we go to? Right, smash through first target. Right after we hit first target, I then moved my stops into profits. So I move my stop to this level. I'm gonna mark out my stop with the red color also. So this was my stop. So we rejected. We do reject it a little bit for this minute on the first target, which was high of day. I'm still holding. I'm still trusting the process. Moving up, right about now target's up here. Second target and final target is up here. I scaled out 50% here and the other 50% here. So I think it was on this candle and this excuse me, this doji candle. I did move my stop up to about 10 points below my first target, which was this swing point low, short-term low. And the reason for that was if for whatever reason we do reverse and come back down, I still want to secure some points, especially with our entry being at 19,484, having our stop at 19,533. We're still securing 50 points, which is really good, especially with the conditions we've been having these past couple of days, past weeks. So from here, we basically just, even after this candle, we kind of just shot straight up into our second and final target, which was at 19,584. And look exactly what happens at this level. We drop. It's not like I pulled this level randomly out of thin air. This was off the Fibonacci. And these levels work. If y'all haven't seen ICT's videos of these, you should definitely check them out, because you're seeing it right in front of you. The levels were all respected, whether it be the 250, 200, or 150, they were all respected. So from here we dumped, and once I really got out the trade, I didn't really care what happens after. I'm not sitting here and trying to monitor the chart all day. We really just take our trades, and from there, whatever happens after, I could care less, because I made my profits for today, and that's really all that matters to me. So yeah, that was my analysis for June 12th, 2024 FOMC news day. I don't really trade news a lot, but this time I was feeling good, especially watching last FOMC. I was pretty confident with my analysis on today, and yeah, that's basically it. If you guys have any questions on regarding the trade, regarding news, anything regarding just futures in general, the strategy I trade, or the Fibonacci levels, just any questions at all, just feel free, drop a comment, shoot me a DM in the chat, hit me up personally. It's whatever, I'm happy to help you guys. And yeah, I'm gonna make you guys a video too for the trade I took earlier today on the 13th. I'm recording this at 2:26 at night. Wasn't too tired, so I was like, let me go ahead and just film that video I gotta make for y'all. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Y'all have a good one. Alright.